Hi, everybody. Jeff Marr here, and joining me is Riley Cayton, a senior at STEM School Highlands Ranch. Riley, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
So, what we are addressing today is career discovery. It is a unique program that STEM offers that gives our high school students real world exposure to STEM fields that can lead to an internship or mentorship, basically, gets them on track for the fields that they're interested in looking at their after high school life. And so, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Riley, is that you have been through the career discovery program. You went through an internship with Lockheed Martin last year, and you're about to do another one in the summer as you approach graduation. So, talk about your exposure to career discovery, how you got involved, and what you did with Lockheed Martin.
I originally got involved with Dr. Kennedy. He reached out to me with this opportunity, and like I was so quick to jump to it because I've always wanted to explore my interest in aerospace engineering. My initial impressions with this internship that I took last spring, it was great. I got to learn all these different things. They brought in guest speakers from Lockheed Martin in all different fields, some for deep space explorations, and other ones that were actually designing the Lucy satellite that went up. Um, and now I'm really looking forward to because my last internship it was all virtuals, and this next one it's going to be actually at the Lockheed Martin facility. So I'll get to meet some of their faculty in person and actually get to work hands on with their missions.
Now, as I mentioned in my introduction, this is a unique program that STEM
Yes.
offers to our high school students. And I guess, could you talk about how unique it is compared to perhaps what other high school students are exposed to? Do you feel like you have gotten an inside advantage or edge on kind of honing in on what your career might be following college?
I think that this experience, especially at STEM, I think it's really unique because, especially at my last internship, it was like half of the people there were from STEM, and that just goes to show how this program really encourages people from STEM to go there. A lot of people that I know have been in this program. They've discovered things about them. I've discovered more about myself. I'm going to be an engineer, and this has kind of reaffirmed my goals and aspirations in the engineering field. And now I'm actually looking at going to either School of Mines or Purdue to pursue this career.
Now let's talk about again that Lockheed Martin internship introduction to that career field in the spring, because you actually had an opportunity to present to
Yes.
Lockheed Martin executives. What exactly did you present to them?
Our project, we created a lunar greenhouse, and this was supposed to be as part of the larger Artemis mission, which is to create a base on the moon. And we wanted to design like a small aspect of that base and give them ideas for how they could make a greenhouse on Mars because astronauts, they're going to need something to eat and something sustainable. So that was mainly our goal. So.
And did you come up with something that they found interest in? And was this a big challenge to come up with a solution to something that some of the top engineers in the world
Yeah.
are working on?
We didn't really get down into the nitty-gritty details. We were more like conceptual, being that they're a lot more experienced in this area. We just wanted to bring new ideas to them. And our design was kind of like an inflatable system where you would have these separate like pods and you could combine them all together and they'd be like their own contained environments. So we'd have about like 200 of these. So if let's just say one failed or punctured, it wouldn't kill all of the plants in the system. So that was our foolproof method, and, and
That's
they thought that this was extremely interesting. So
Wow, that's amazing. Now, what you're about to do for Lockheed coming up in the summer will be different from that, correct?
yeah, so I think from what I've been told, I haven't been told very much about this, but they're gonna pitch me like five different projects, and I'm gonna choose one of them and really go into depth um, and kind of develop it a little bit more. But it's all pretty vague since I haven't been introduced to very much of it.
Now, what would you have to say to some the students who are not quite as far along as you and maybe are considering the career discovery program or considering some of these internships? would you encourage them to definitely go after this opportunity?
Yeah, I'd say it's extremely rewarding, and it really, like I've said before, it's gonna help you discover what you want to do. Let's just say you wanted to be an engineer and you take this internship and then you figure out that maybe engineering is not what you wanted to do. It's good to figure out that early rather than like going into college and figuring that out like your sophomore or junior year that you don't want to be an engineer. So I would say that this is always a great opportunity to explore your interests.
Okay, so senior year, you are class of 22. What's going to happen after that? Have you zeroed in on what your plans are for college?
Yeah, so I've pretty much narrowed it down to two options, either Purdue or Mines, and I'm going to be pursuing mechanical engineering with a minor in aerospace.
That's excellent. So really early on in your life compared to a lot of other people, you've really found your passion and you have an idea of what you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we're excited for you, Riley. Thank you for talking to us. Did you have any other advice that you wanted to give about the career discovery program?
Well, I would say if you ever have the opportunity to be a part of this program, I would always say just jump on it. Um, Go through the interview process and try your best to get in.
Yeah, well, it worked out really well for you, Riley.
Yeah,
We look forward to seeing where you go from here. Your future is very bright, and we're all very proud of you here at STEM for all of your accomplishments. And we'll be certain to check in with you in the years ahead. Of course, we have a student spotlight alumni feature that we do quite often. So we'd love to check in with you on that as well.
thank you so much.
Thanks, Riley.